Suicide Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, and that's the Suicide Hotline number by Logic, Alessia Cara, and Khalid, who, by the way, Khalid is something else. American Teen is a great album. Shout out.
Great song.
It's just a song talking about how sometimes life is hard for people.
Yeah.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? Woo! I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine.
Yeah,
So,
it's a great song. I'm going to share that for our Twitter.
Shout out Def Jam and Visionary Records for that quick song that we just played by Logic. Logic's really doing it, man. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. That's the Suicide Hotline, and it's the name of the song.
Great song. There's a cover. It was...
It rose by 27%. Calls to that number rose by 27%, increased 100,000 over the following months per month.
That's amazing.
The NSPL experienced a 50% surge on the number of calls when they were doing it in the MTV Awards last year.
That's amazing.
So let me plug something else right quick. The group, I think it's One Last Night, they made a song, they made like a rock adaptation to it.
Yeah.
So good. Hold on, let me... Yeah. Or Our Last Night, I think it's called.
Okay.
They did like a rock one to it. You think it'll pick it up if I play it?
Yeah, it should pick it up. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Did you show me this?
Probably.
Yeah, I think you showed me this.
This is such a good song. They do such a good job at this. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. I feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? I've been on the low. I've been taking my time.
Yeah, that's definitely another song. I'll tweet that.
That should have been Song of the Year.
It
Even
should.
The Story of O.J. by Jay-Z. I mean, that's a mastermind right there, Jay-Z. An absolute mastermind. Even Bodak Yellow. A lot of people didn't even hear that song by
I don't even know what song you're talking
Cardi
about.
B. Come on, dude. Cardi B. When I play it, you're going to know. It was literally everywhere, and it still is. It blew Cardi B up. I love Cardi B.
No, okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, I'm going to plug it for a minute. I think she's on Def Jam, too. Yeah.
It's another good one.
Let me see. I guess she's had a pretty good story, man. She's on Atlantic Records. Shout out Atlantic Records and Cardi B. C-A-R-D-I, new word, B.
Okay.
She's really come up from a lot. You know, she's really had a really good story, and I'm a big fan. She was on Love and Hip Hop in New York. She was an internet celebrity. She was a stripper. She had kind of an abusive relationship that she was in, so she tried to strip to get her way out of it, and it worked.
Okay.
Now she's one of the most famous people in the world.
Yeah.
And she's making a ton of money, and she's doing her.
Hey, whatever works for you.
She's from the BX. She's my age. 1992. She's from the BX, which is the Bronx for all of you outsiders.
The Bronx. Oh, what was that one commercial you were talking about earlier? The Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
The NFL turned it down because it was...
It was a political statement. So the NFL issued a statement to the American Veterans Association, who normally has an ad. It's kind of like a thing. They've had an ad for the last whatever some odd years. And the whole song was about please stand. You know, they were saying, I fought and died for this country. And I know a lot of people that have fought and died for this country. You can do me the service by standing for the national anthem. And the NFL banned it because it was it had a political, kick to it.
Yeah, so
if that's the case, I don't want to see one political ad.
okay, so why is it
Good or bad?
Why is it okay to put a political statement on the field? That's the other thing. I get it. You
When?
can do that, like the whole taking a knee thing.
Oh,
I get
yeah,
it.
no.
You could do it. It's your right. I don't care. Do I think that should be? Personally, no. But I believe everyone has the right to say their own opinion. So why would the NFL allow that to happen, but not this commercial?
Because it gets sued by the ACLU. Rightfully so. It's a free country. You should do whatever you want.
It's just I don't know. I think in a way it's kind of ridiculous that it all goes to it all goes back to the point that people cannot see both sides.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like the NFL can't do that.
I
Why do you think the XFL is coming back? Because people are sick of the NFL and its bullshit, just like the NCAA. They're sick of their bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out Donald De La Haye, or Donald De La Haye, the kicker for UCF, who has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, destroying. Hold on, I follow him on YouTube. Let me plug him right quick. But he was a kicker for UCF and the NCAA. He has a very successful YouTube channel, and he would make videos. So his YouTube is DEESTROYNG, so destroying, and he makes he's really funny. Odell Beckham Jr. has retweeted his stuff because he's really funny, and the NCAA said, no, you're not eligible for a scholarship anymore because you make money. What? How is that any different from delivering pizzas or working at Publix?
Well, because majority of college athletes don't have a job.
Isn't the whole idea of college to become independent and make your own way in this world? This kid figured it out before he even graduated.
It is, but again, when you're a college athlete, you don't have time for anything but college athletics in college.
Well, he was one of the best kickers in the country and one of the best programs in the country.
But then
national
again,
champions.
He's a kicker, not bashing other kickers. You just have a little bit more time.
Okay, but he was one of the best kickers, good student, and had found time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Come on. I can understand if he wasn't even making videos about UCF. It had nothing to do with UCF. He was just making, it would be like wide receivers be like, and it was like joking about like something a wide receiver might do. Like the guy, he was going to the bathroom and he was wearing his wide receiver gloves. Funny stuff like that. Or quarterbacks be like, and it was all like prima donna stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't about UCF. He never plugged UCF. He never talked about UCF. Big brother NCAA stepped in and said, no, you can't do this. For what? I mean, they gave the kid his scholarship back. He's back. He's not playing football, but he's back at UCF. And his videos are hilarious, man. He's really funny. Destroying. So it's destroying with an extra E. Donald De La Haye. He was all over.
All right, talk about UCF. That basketball game
Yeah, that's right.
Wednesday night was pretty good.
You saw UConn, huh?
Oh, it was a great game.
Taco Fall got hurt, though. He's out for the season.
Yeah. I mean, it took them, I think about 4 to 6 minutes to score.
Did it really? So
Yeah.
everybody stood still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
It was like, all right, guys, let's score. Let's do something here. And, yeah, they were pretty close. I want to say the final score was, like, in the 60s,
Yeah.
maybe. I can't remember the exact final score, but I got some pretty cool pictures.
How was the student section? Because the student section is usually pretty good.
It was pretty good. It
Nightmare.
was, I was in front of them taking pictures, but
Oh, okay.
I couldn't really see too much.
They do.
I watched the
a pretty good
game
job.
through my camera lens.
At 10, at 10 seconds, whenever the buzzer's at 10 seconds, they start counting down from 5, and I'll tell you what, it works a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they print notes about, stuff about guys from the other team, and it works.
Yeah, I was hearing that. Like,
good.
some of them were,
left, right.
it was some, I don't remember who it was on the other team, but he wasn't playing that day and whatnot, and so they were like, hey, get your foot off the court, and then he'd go back and put his foot back on the court. It's so funny just watching the players like do it like to piss them off,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was awesome. I'm still trying to find that ad because I want to see the ad.
Yeah. You're not going to see it. I think I might have posted it.
The actual ad?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Let me see here. Let me see if I can find her.
Yeah, let me know, because I want to see it. Like, I don't know.
I reposted this. Did anybody see this video of the rat getting showered? Dude, look at this. He's showering like a friggin' person.
Yep. I saw that. That was funny. That was good.
So funny.
That was good. Yeah, because I don't know really.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think I tagged you in it.
Did you? On what? Instagram, Facebook?
I don't remember.
And there's so many things you could tag me in.
Yeah, it's... So, anything else?
Talked about anything else we should add about the Super Bowl? I mean, that's kind of big coming up.
I don't think so. It's in Minnesota. It's cold as shit in Minnesota.
Yeah. Definitely what we'll do is we'll create a drinking game. We'll do that after we close down this podcast. We'll post it, and we'll also create dollar bets that we're going to do here at the Super Bowl party. Our Hear Me Out Super Bowl party.
You're not invited. Yeah, you're not invited. I don't know where it's going to be held. I don't know. You're not invited.
Oh, I'm not invited?
No, you're invited. I'm saying like everybody that's listening. Unless if you're listening and you know you're invited, don't tell anybody. You can't. Mom's the freaking word. So
invite only.
So
at least for now, till maybe next year we'll have a
signing off.
I think so. I don't really know what else to talk about. We had a good, decent.
We didn't have a guest this week because it was so big with the Super Bowl and everything. We didn't want to have a guest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay, so next week we might have somebody who has circled the earth a bunch of times. I mean, he's been to Russia, Nigeria, China, Singapore, all over the world, and we're gonna hear, some of those stories. I don't want to say his name yet because I don't know if we're gonna have him on yet, but it should be pretty good. He's got some pretty good stories.
Oh yeah,
you wind up
be good.
cross-legged on the floor listening like it's a fable or something like that. He's really got some unbelievable stories.
Probably won't be us talking the whole time.
No, hopefully, yeah. He'll.
I love stories.
So, little fucker signing off.
Oh, wait! Before we sign off, that one thing you tagged me in on Instagram.
Oh God!
You really hit hit my heart.
The athlete, can I read it? Let me read it.
You could read it. It hit my heart.
So I found this on. Shit Ball Players Do, and it's like an athlete site. So this is so true, and if you're an athlete out there, you get ready to get hit in your feels. So
an ex-athlete.
This is. Oh yeah. This is, and if you are still an athlete out there, listen up and play as long as you can until they peel you off of the field.
Enjoy it.
One day you won't be an athlete anymore. You won't have those long bus rides with your teammates. You won't have those bruises all over your body. You won't have that routine you do before every game. Your teammates will become distant and your laughs will become limited. Eventually, the one thing you looked forward to will come to an end. The one thing you relied on to relieve your stress and allow you to escape from your problems from the world won't always be there. One day you won't be an athlete. You'll just have the memories of being one.
Ow.
And that shit is sad.
God, that hits. Like, I was just laying in bed reading that. I'm like, oh my God. Because that just...
It's sad, man, because it's true.
It is. It's so true. I remember senior year playing football. I remember it was our last practice because we went to state, so we knew it was our last practice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was kind of the also nice thing. Like, you knew when you were going to end.
Yeah.
And so I remember sitting there at the practice looking over to my friend and being like, we've been wearing these pads for 6 months, and this is the last time we're going to wear them on this field. And he just, like, looked at me. He's like, holy shit. I did not realize that. And it was 6 months of wearing those pads, 6 months of every day doing something football besides Sunday. And even if we weren't with the team, it was watching football, like NFL, whatnot. But it's just, like, it hits you. And when it hits you hard.
Yeah, it's tough. See, I didn't know that because we were still in the tournament, so I didn't know like the last at bat I was going to have.